A series that we're finishing up today, and it's all about how to start and automate a coaching business. Okay, now keep in mind, if you're not a coach, you can still use these same tools and strategies for your specific business. The process is all the same. Okay, on Monday, we talked about how to put together an offer. So, we're actually using a member of our team and used him as basically a case study because he is a health coach. So that's why we chose coaching in this example. Okay, so you want to create an offer, you want to set up your automated system. Definitely go back. I'm showing my YouTube channel right now because if you go to just go to YouTube or youtube.com/Bridget Bartlett. Of course, make sure to subscribe and like all my videos. But you're going to see the playlist here. Okay, so I wanted to definitely make sure that you guys could find this and watch it if you've missed any of them this week, okay? Because tons and tons of value. But Monday, we talked about how to automate your coaching business. On Tuesday, we talked about how to create a social media strategy for your business. And then also how to actually implement that strategy and then put it on autopilot. And then today, we're talking about how to get leads for your business, even if you don't have an audience, okay? It is definitely, if you're in network marketing or affiliate marketing, any type of marketing, it's definitely better if you have an audience. But I'm going to show you some strategies today that do not require an audience whatsoever, okay? So again, even though we're using a health coach as an example, it doesn't mean that you have to be a health coach to use these same strategies. These are actually the same exact strategies that I use for affiliate marketing, for my agency work, all of the same strategies, okay? So let's get into today's training. Okay, so welcome back. I do see that Keck is here and Linwood watching live. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so this is just one of Keck's funnels that he has. He has an easy keto guide. And of course, part of the offer is we want to give something of value in exchange for the contact information. So Keck actually has 4 of these that he's going to mix up. So that he definitely has a large audience, but a large amount of value that he can give to those people. Maybe someone's not keto and they want his workout guide, or maybe they're not keto or working out. Maybe they need the healthy habits guide to even get to that point. So Keck has all of those now available, and you can see he has his about the author section and the topics covered in the guide. Okay, so this is Keck's system. This is actually, you can use the same template inside of the accounts, okay? If you're not a member yet, you can go to myvisionagency.com, click on Become a Member, and you'll actually see that we have put together over 40 tools that you can use in your business, okay? So we provide over 85,000 pieces of white label content that you can use, rebrand, resell, whatever you want to do. We also have social media templates, global lead gen templates. Like I just showed you, we actually have 9 courses that are white labeled, pre-built, and preloaded in your accounts. We also have weekly Q&A sessions and daily live training, as well as 24/7 support. If you decide to join high level, join Vision, you'll actually get all of the high level tools as well as the tier 5 upgrade, which will give you over $3,000 a month worth of software. Okay, so you can cancel all of your other subscriptions because Vision is the only thing that you need. Okay, so if you're an advanced marketer and you want to become a tier 5 partner yourself, you can do that here, and you will get a free membership inside of Vision. Also, if you want to become a high-level agency owner, you can do that as well here and then get a free membership. Okay. So now the very first step, okay, I'm going to show you how to use your Facebook profile, your personal Facebook profile for these strategies today. Okay, so the very first thing you want to do is create a cover photo. Okay, now I just threw this together. Maybe Keck hates it. I would actually love to see like a picture, like I pulled it up here. I had another image. A picture kind of like this I had, and this is actually kind of what I was playing around with right before the live. But I would love to see a picture of Keck kind of like this, but looking not so serious. especially especially if his cover says I can help you take care of you. I just totally made that up. That's not Keck's logo. I just wanted an example to show you guys. But this is real easy to create. This is actually just a template. If you go look for Facebook cover templates and type in health, I mean, you'll see lots of these, and you can customize any of these. I actually just chose this one and then customized it. Um, but I was laughing to myself because Keck looks so serious in this picture. And I was thinking, oh, I can help you take care of you. And he kind of looks like a mobster or something. So maybe you don't want to put this picture here. But you get the point, right? That would look very professional. That's what we're going for. Very professional. Very good. Okay. So, but we're going to use this as an example. Okay. And I will share, actually, you guys here in the chat, I'll just go ahead and share this. You don't want to steal Keck's picture or anything like that, of course, or you can advertise for Keck if you want. But I shared that template with you in the live chat, okay, if you want it. All right, so what we're going to do, we want to create a cover photo. Okay, now remember when you're creating your cover photos to make sure to stay away from the edges. Keep in mind that most people, and we may even want to move this in a little bit, most people are viewing on different devices, usually mobile. So if you have your images and your text and they're all kind of over on the edge, they may not be able to be seen on different devices. So just make sure that, and you can actually see if you move these around, you can actually see that little pink line. Canva kind of gives you that guide there. To help you stay within the guide, stay away from the edges, basically. But so create your cover. Okay. Now, a lot of people will debate this. Okay. Do you want your cover to look businessy? Okay. But my personal opinion is that people are already knowing if I'm sending them a friend request and they even just barely look at my profile, they know that I'm using my profile for business. Okay. So there's no reason to hide it. I'm not trying to be, sneaky and try to sneak a sale on you or whatever. Right. Because in reality, it's like, Keck, you might, want to go Google, you might find out what company he's working with and you might want to go Google it and all of that. But, and you might sign up and you might become a customer for years and love the program. But the thing is, you have to sign up with Keck to get Keck's coaching, okay? We are not promoting the business that Keck is working with. We are promoting Keck, okay? Keck, the health coach, who is offering a free health assessment. Okay, that's what we're promoting. It's not about the company he's aligned with. We know, and if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know that the company that you align yourself with, that can change at any time. But what never changes is you and the service that you're providing. Keck could go to any company, any health company, and still be a health coach. Okay, it doesn't really matter, and it may change. He may decide, hey, I really don't like where this company is going. I want to switch companies. I don't feel like it provides the best solution for my client, so I am going to this company. And the people that Keck goes to, that he's built this relationship with them, and so they're going to trust his judgment, right? Keck is always going to be Coach Keck. He's always going to be looking for the best solution for his clients, and so that is why we want to brand Keck. Keck is the one that people are going to build the relationship with, okay? It's not going to be the company. The company, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it could change with the wind. Keck is the one that we're promoting. Keck says, brand yourself absolutely 100%. It's your efforts, your business, and you want to brand yourself. That is the gift that you are giving. That is the solution that you're providing. Okay. Lots of people can sign up with a health company and then never get any support. I know that you guys have probably heard this a million times. I signed up with this company, as affiliate, and I never got any, I don't even know my sponsor. And that's what happens. But what we want to do is we want to brand ourselves in the niche that we want. And then no matter what company we're working with, we still have our brand. Okay. I just wanted to preach on that because that gets so confusing for people sometimes when you have, you found a company or a product that you really, really love and you want to go out there and you want to, earn the commissions and get the leads and all of that. But you have to remember that you are not that company. You are your own business and you are using that company to monetize your passion. Keck wants to help people have a healthier lifestyle. Okay. If that involves any company, then that's great. But Keck even might have multiple solutions. And in reality, if Keck wants to, now he's recruiting all of these people who now want to be health coaches. Now Keck has other digital solutions that he can offer them, other pre-built digital real estate like funnels and automations and all of those things that he can now give his team. And that is specific to Keck, right? It's not specific to the company. What we want to promote is definitely ourselves. Okay. Ray says, preach on, brother and sister. Awesome. Okay. I just wanted to drive that home because I do know that it does get confusing, especially when you just get started promoting yourself. You kind of don't really know how to brand yourself. So I wanted to make sure that I explain that in a little bit more detail than I usually do. Okay, so let's actually, once we have our cover here, let's actually just dive into my personal Facebook page. Because I don't have access to Keck's. So what you want to do is you want to go to your profile. Okay. Now you can see here that I actually have my cover here. I do practice what I preach. I have all my branded colors. I have my cover here. And this is what you would want to change and upload the cover that I just showed. Okay. Now I'm not going to do that because this is my personal profile. Everyone who's not watching this live on my personal profile would be like, who the heck is Keck and why is Bridget changing this? Okay. But this is a good example. Okay. So it doesn't matter what the business is. It's the same process. So you want to brand yourself. There is no person who's going to look at this profile and not know what I'm doing. Okay. So I am saying, here's all the things that I'm doing. Here's my website, nice and big. And here is what I provide. Okay. Now, you could, and I've seen people do this as well, you could click this image here, and you'll see when you click it, it actually pulls up the post of the image. So what you can do is, if you want to get really creative, you could put a button here, like click here for more info or something like that. And when they click that, they come right here to the actual post where you uploaded your cover, and then they have your clickable links here. Okay, so you may want to do that. That's just another little cool strategy. Okay. Now, of course, you want to have a professional photo here. Okay. You can't, like, Keck has a great logo with, his cartoon head and stuff. And I totally love that. And I would love to see that on the business page, but your personal profile, people are so skeptical. And I am, oh my gosh, I am queen of skepticism. Okay. But if I see a profile that's not the actual person, I just feel immediately like it's a little like spammy. I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion. You guys might totally completely disagree with me. But my personal opinion is I like to see the actual person. Okay. Some people put flowers or something like that, but really you're wanting on social media, especially a personal profile, you want to be a real person. You don't want people to feel like a business is posting posts, right? Or different content and ads and things. You want to be the real person. Okay. So my personal opinion is I just love to see a real photo. Okay. So here, this is a really important area. Okay. You have your intro here. Now on mobile, it's going to be like right underneath here, but you can see, even on desktop that it's right here. All right. Now I switch this up a lot. Okay. And I like to see, what is really, what's working, and I can track all of this with the Link Wizard. Okay. Link Wizard is one of the tools that we have in the program as well. Okay. So I like to track these because I want to know who's actually clicking here. Is this valuable real estate? Am I getting a lot of leads from this area here? So I do switch it up a lot. Sometimes I say, go to my YouTube channel. But here, right now I'm promoting the birthday wisher tool. tool. Okay, so what I've done is you can see I'm creating this funnel effect with my Facebook profile. Okay, so I have, immediately they come to my profile, they see, here's my big cover here. All right, they see my friends, they see the intro here, and I'm giving them something for free. Okay, so if they're interested enough to keep looking, what are the chances are they'd be interested? Oh, okay, it's a free tool. Now, what's cool about the free tool is just like Keck's offer, is that it's a lead generating offer. Okay, so they click here, they give me their information, and in exchange, I send them a free tool that they can use. Okay, so this is my offer. This could be Keck's keto guide, it could be Keck's ultimate workout guide, it could be the healthy habits guide, whatever it could even be his calendar or his bio link or something that you want people. And Keck could even create a bio link with all 4 of the guides there, so that people could click there and he could say, hey, try my free health plan or something like that, and then have all the guides. There's so many things that you could do with this, but this is a really, really valuable piece of real estate on your personal profile. Okay. Now going down here, you definitely want to make sure that you're filling all of this out, and make sure when you add, because somebody had to tell me this because I didn't realize when I was adding my social media links that some of them were broken links. So make sure that when you add your social media, excuse me, make sure you're adding your social media, they're actually clickable links. Okay, so all of this information is important, especially right here, right? So people do get confused when they look at my profile, because they're like, wait, you're vision marketing and you're Bartlett Lawn Care, I don't really get it, like, what are you doing? But that's okay with me, because they can either click here and find out, or what they're going to do is private message me, and they're going to say, hey, even if they're trying to sell me something, they're still trying to kind of get an idea, like, what is she doing? What's all these things she's doing? So they message me and they'll say, hey, I see that you're in marketing, but you have a lawn care business too. And so now that helps us strike up a conversation. Okay, so this area is really, really important when it comes to the lead. Okay, the lead who's looking at your Facebook profile and who's deciding, do I want to accept this friend request, or do I want to send them a friend request? Okay, so you definitely want to make sure all of this is filled out, and definitely have every social media avenue here linked to your profile. Okay, this is a really cool area too, and you can actually create a like a featured. I used to have it here, but I think I took it down. You could create like a featured image. Yeah, add featured image. And when you add the image, like, let me just let's see here if I have one. Okay, so let's just say I wanted to add this feature image. Okay, it actually looks kind of weird. It's not really like the correct size or whatever. But if we added a feature image, hopefully it doesn't. Let's see. Then now you see that you have this collection. Okay, so you can add, I mean, it did look a lot better than this. If I had the appropriate size, it would be cool. But what's cool about this area is, again, it's something that's featured that people are looking at. Let me see if I can delete this. I'll delete it later. Okay. So this is an area you may want to focus on as well. Maybe you have, you want to add all 4 of your guides to the collection area. Maybe you want to create like some really cool graphics so that when they do scroll down here, that they see all of your guides and they see more information about you. Okay. Now here is the other thing that's really, really cool. This area right here, I don't know if you guys realize this, but you can actually pin a post at the top of your profile. Okay. So if I was Keck, I would, I'd have my cover up here, that says like book a free health assessment. I have, maybe some ebooks down here, and maybe I want to use this post to be one of the lead gen funnels, which is really cool because you can post it to the top. You can pin it to the top here. So it's pinned. This one's pinned, but if it wasn't pinned, I could just click here to pin. the post, and then even if it has a link, it will still stay at the top. Okay, so we know that having links in your post, Facebook doesn't like that, especially if it takes them outside of Facebook. So you can utilize this top post here for something that has a link. Like, for example, if I was Keck, I would want to have this be my Facebook cover. I would want to have this be like, maybe book the free health assessment, since that was my call to action in the cover. If we go back here just to remind you, if this was my Facebook cover and I'm saying book a free health assessment today, then maybe in that bio area, I would want to have, book here. Click here to book your health assessment. And then maybe here in this pin post, I would want to have one of my guides. And of course, I want to switch out my guides and all of that. Okay. So this is really, and you need to be mindful too of all of the posts that you're creating. I'm definitely not a perfect person, and I do like to inject my own thoughts to my Facebook profile, and it's not always the best thing, but people do want to get to know you. They don't want to just scroll down here and see all these business posts. Okay, but you can see that this is actually one of the ones that we have in the program as well, because I provide lots of social media content. So this is actually just a template that I use the planner for. And you can see someone else actually, this is a good post. She tried one of the free tools and she gave me a shout out, which is super, super cool. And then, of course, I have a personal post here about being married to my awesome husband. And then I have, hey, I'm at the pool, and I had it all to myself. So these are all personal things. So if I was a lead, if I'm somebody else and Bridget Bartlett sent me a friend request, then I'm coming here, I'm looking at the cover, because we always want to be mindful of that customer journey, right? So I'm coming here, I'm snooping in them out. Do I really want to accept her friend request or not? I'm kind of looking here and I'm like, that might be interested. I need automation. And then, oh, okay, I could get a free tool. Oh, let me check out her social media platforms. Does she have any following? Is she, what is her experience? And oh, here's a really cool tool that I can use. And then now I'm snooping out, because we like to snoop. We're nosy people. We like to snoop. So I'm snooping out all of her posts. Does she look like a real person? Is she like a scammer? These are all the things I'm thinking, right? So I'm going to make my decision whether to accept the friend request based on what I found on that timeline. Okay. So Keck says, what about a video introduction for the pin post? Yeah, that's great. You could totally do that. And I do swap it out with videos sometimes. But if you do a video, just make sure that you tell people what the video is about, so that they are more encouraged to watch. Okay. Like maybe I would put, if I put a video here, I would put something in the text that would just really compel them to watch the video when they go there. Like, I would say, hey, I'm, Coach Keck, and watch this video to find out more about me and my top 5 things everyone must do before they ever start a health program. Okay, that's a really powerful thing if I'm someone who's looking to start a health program, because think about this. I'm already kind of skeptical. I don't really know which health program is legit and who's like, just trying to sell me something. So if I am trying, if, Keck sends me a friend request and I'm in a health group, and then I go look at Keck's profile and I see like the top 5 things you must do before signing up with a program, I'm like, ooh, I want to know. Even if I'm not really interested, I'm at least curious enough that I want to know what this video is about. Okay. So I do love that idea with the video. Just, make sure that you really compel them to watch it, whatever you put here. Okay. So that is step 1. That is setting up our personal profile for all of the traffic that we're getting ready to send to it. Okay, so that was the nuts and bolts. Now let's get into the really fun stuff. Okay, so now that we have all of that set up, and I want you to notice too how we work backwards, right? We create our offer, we establish our brand and our strategy, then we automate all of our social media content. Now we're ready to get traffic, right? Now we're ready to find our target audience. Okay, so let's go. First place I want to look for is groups. Okay, so let's go to groups. All right, so now we have these groups here. Let's actually, and I typed out some keywords, okay? So think when we're thinking about like, where are the people who would be interested in a health coaching or a health coach, right? Or getting healthy. Where are those people hanging out? Well, that's easy because they're definitely in Facebook groups, okay? So maybe we want to type in the word weight loss, and immediately we see lots and lots of groups. Let's sort by groups. Okay. Of course, you can get really specific if you want to choose groups you're already in or new groups, however you want to sort through all of that. But you can see there's a large variety of groups here. Now, when you do find a group that you think you want to join, make sure to check it out first, because you'll see that if there's a lot of spammers that and I'm telling you, with the Facebook groups, you're going to get a lot of spam. So that's why I really wanted to show you these strategies today to help you eliminate some of that spam, because there's going to be so many people, and here's one trying to sell something. There's so many people who are trying to sell things in these groups that a lot of times they will just totally kick them out, okay? Or you're going to have a group that allows it, and then there's tons and tons and tons of spam, okay? Like, it looks like that there is quite a lot of spam in here. But what you do want to do when you're looking through these groups also, when you find one that you want to join, is you want to look for posts that have high engagement, okay? Like this one has 16 comments and 1 share, so that's not really that great. 17 comments. So now I want to save this post, and you can save a post just by clicking save post, okay? And then that will give you some ideas to go back on when you're doing your research. So before and afters, they're incredibly powerful. So that has a lot of engagement, okay? Or a decent amount of engagement. This one has a decent amount of engagement, but probably not something that you would want to replicate the ad. Here's another one, no engagement whatsoever. No engagement. So this group is not really engaging at all. And you can tell that just by scrolling through here. Like here's a before and after here, and then she has a lot of engagement. So you can tell the only 2 posts that were put in here that had any type of engagement were those before and afters. So now you have a great idea of, I need some before and after posts. Okay, that's what's going to really get me a lot of engagement. All right. So going through here, doing the research, saving the posts that have a lot of engagement, that is definitely a super, super cool tip, okay? Now let's go find some other groups, like maybe just general health, okay? So let's look for health groups. And we see health and wellness, health tips and recipes, even high blood pressure, your health fitness. So I could choose any of these groups to join. And I want to, of course, I want to look at the rules. What are the rules? Do they allow me to post in here? You can do that by going to the About section. You can see 0 bullying, no soliciting. And, you do want to choose your groups wisely, because if you're not going to be able to really utilize the group, like we talked yesterday about the post scheduler and how it will allow us to post inside of groups. So one thing that is really, really great, as far as even in the groups that won't let you like really promote your business, if you were to share like recipes, just recipes that have no branding whatsoever, you could literally just take a picture of the recipe, snap the picture if you wanted to, and then copy and paste the ingredients. That's an excellent post. I guarantee you in this niche, you're going to have a ton of engagement on that post, okay? A beautiful picture of the food and the recipe, and they will let you post it, okay? Even if they don't allow you to post your business. But the cool thing is that when you post that, now you have a post in this group, you're constantly sharing value. The people that are active in this group are taking notice of you, and they're probably going to send you a friend request, or at least look at your profile, because they're wondering, who's this person that keeps sharing all these amazing recipes? I got to know. Okay, so that's literally how it works. So once you find all of the groups that you want to use, you may want to find, and you're doing your research, you may want to find maybe an influencer, or get some more ideas of this. Okay, so why would you want an influencer? Well, it's great for networking, and two, it's great for spying. You can see what they're doing. Okay, so maybe I wanted to go to this group here and I wanted to see like who are, the people who are getting a lot of engagement. What are they doing is what I want to know, because our best tool in business is to research our competition. Okay, so we do have a cool tool called GrewFlu. And what GrewFlu allows you to do is search all of the posts inside. And again, this is a tool that we have inside the program. If you have the upgrade, you have this free. But it allows you to assign points to different posts so that you can scan it and then you can see who has the most points. Okay. For example, if I, for liking a post, this says just 1 point. Okay. But if someone comments on a post, that's 2 points. And of course there's a time delay because Facebook doesn't really like us to use these tools. And then it asks you the number of posts to scan. Okay. Now it is tempting when you're using these tools to put like, 10,000 or 100,000 if you wanted to, but the least amount is actually better as far as, trying to trick Facebook that you're not using these tools because they don't like them. Okay. So let's say I just want to scan these top 5 posts. Okay. Now you can change the points that it's allotted, but I just don't want to take a lot of time, and I've already done a scan today. So I'm just going to click scan now. And what it's going to do is it's going to take control of my screen. Okay. Now make sure that when you're doing this, you're not using something at the same time. This is why I talk about too, when you're using these extensions, you need to make sure that they're in a separate window. So you may even want to create like your own like Google, Chrome account that is specific just for these tools and open it in a separate window, because when the windows pop up and it's doing its work, because what it's doing is it's trying to replicate real life actions. Okay. So that's why it needs to take control of your screen and open up a new screen and all these funky things, because it's technically a robot. Okay. So what I want to do is click here now for the GrewFlu, and I'm going to show scanned data, and it's going to show me the top 5 posts here. Okay. And then it shows me like who posted it. It tells me about the post. And if I want to go directly to the post, I can look at it here and then I can see, okay, is this something that maybe I want to save it so that I have this to use like as an example for a post that got a lot of, a lot of engagement. That I'm telling you, that's so powerful to be able to get ideas that are actually working. Like, it's one thing for me to say, oh yeah, share these quotes and it's so great, but it's another thing for you to see, like, this is not my opinion. Okay. This post got 9 comments and 26 shares. Okay. So now like, this is a great idea of a post that would maybe get you some engagement. What's also cool is you can tell, like, who posted it, right? Does this person have lots of, does she have lots of posts and lots of engagement? Is she, what's special about her? Okay. It looks like, she is a health coach. This is her post here. Let's see what else she's doing. Maybe this is someone that I want to send a friend request to and network with. Maybe if I am an affiliate of Vision and I see that she's also a health coach, and maybe I want to go up to like where, okay, it looks like not a lot of her information is public, but maybe she had like a website here in the bio. I could click here and go to her group. So it looks like that is her group that she has. So she has almost 10,000 members. So she would probably be someone who would be interested in maybe joining Vision so that she can automate a lot of her processes. And if I was a health coach who was also a Vision member, I would maybe want to find, like, send her a friend request and network and say, hey, what are you using for your, your funnel, or what are you, and then when they say, oh, I don't have a funnel, I don't have this and that, and oh, here's what I'm using and it's great. Okay. You don't have to be like a salesperson or whatever. If you love vision because you're in it, then it's easy to talk about. It's just like if I tried this recipe she's sharing and it was amazing and I loved it, I'm going to go tell Keck and Ray and Maria. I'm going to say, hey, you guys, I tried this recipe. It's so great. And that's really the beautiful part about affiliate marketing, is that you don't really have to be a salesperson. If you use it, then just be honest and say, hey, I love this. It's really helped me out a lot in my business. Okay. So that is one example. Now, after they're already friends with you, okay, then what happens, right? Or how do you get them to be friends? Okay, so let's go back to a group now and let's search for. Let me just find. I think I actually joined a group just for this example here. So let's see. Okay, I think. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so I'm a health coach. I am now prospecting. I want to invite people into this. I want to invite people to be friends with me, okay? Because this is part of the funnel, right? We're going out into the world. We have our offer, we have our system, we are ready for leads, right? We're ready to start booking appointments. We have our social media. Now, the whole month is taken care of. We have all of our social media created, our offer, everything is automated. The only thing that we have left to do now is to find people to put in that funnel, okay? And it's not always an easy process, which is why using your Facebook profile is so powerful, because really the only thing that you need to worry about at this stage is just having them become a friend. That's all we need to worry about. We're not doing cold selling. We're not private messaging people. We're not doing any of that stuff because it doesn't work. Okay, what we are going to do is just send friend requests, but they're targeted friend requests of people who would actually be interested in our business. Okay, so any group, you can go to the People's tab here and you can see all of these here. Now, you can send friend requests. Like I could just send this person manually a friend request, but that would take a really, really long time. And we don't like things that take up a lot of time because we love automation, right? Automation is passive income. There's no way to have passive income without automation, okay? I mean, that may be possible, like if you're in real estate, but I'm getting off track now. Okay, anyway. So let's talk about how do we send friend requests. Okay, so there's a couple ways. So you can go to the members tab here, go to the people's tab, and you want to use Friend Connector, the tool here. Okay, now Friend Connector is, again, it's one of the tools that we have in the program. So what you need to do is when you get Friend Connector, the first thing that you want to do is you want to go into the settings, and you can see that you can create different segments here. Okay, so a segment is basically, if we click here to edit, it's basically a variation of the same thing that you want to say. Okay, for example, you have settings where every time someone sends you a new friend request, you can actually send them a message immediately, even without accepting or whatever, and say, hey, it's my new friend, or, you know, whatever, or how do I know you, or what made you want to send me a friend request? You can do all of that there. And what you want to do is a variation, because if this is happening a lot and Facebook notices that you're doing the same thing over and over again, they will block you. So you can do a variation, and that way when you select this message, it's going to send, you know, it's going to rotate those messages out. Okay, so it's kind of like an evergreen type thing. Same thing here when you accept a friend request from someone, or maybe you declined a friend request, or they accepted your friend request and you want to send them a message. Now, I definitely encourage you. This is one that will make people block you right away, because people don't, like, we're so used to all of the spammy people on Facebook that usually if you accept a friend request and then someone private messages you right away, it's a dead giveaway that they are a marketer or a spammer. It's just so insincere. So I really don't, I have the messages here, but I really don't utilize this, and I kind of encourage you not to, unless the message that you're sending is very unspammy, okay? And it's really hard to get a message that doesn't come across as spammy, because if someone messages me, hey, how's business? Well, I know you don't care about my business, and I'm not going to tell you anyway because it's not your business, right? Hey, how about these hard times? It's like, it's so cliche. We're so used to that. That's why I really, unless it's a really awesome message, Like I think I was using this for a while, um but and I, just to test it out, I always like to test different things. Sometimes, things work at one period of time and then they don't work in another period of time, and then vice versa. So I did test it out a little bit, but I don't get a lot of good responses from this, if at all. And I think it's just because it's so cliche to send that message right away. But anyway, that's my speech on that. When you create your message segments, you will also create message groups. Okay, so the segments, the groups is what you're going to choose when you're actually setting up your workflow. Okay, then you have the settings here. All right, so I don't have this set to send a message every time I get a new friend request, but I could just by clicking that on, and then I could choose the message group that I want to send, or I want to connect to this. Okay, so I'm not going to do that, but I do have one sent when people send a message when you accept a friend request you receive from someone else. Because here's what I think. They sent me a friend request. They've looked at my profile. They've looked at my cover photo, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they're just trying to spam me. And oh well, you're still going to get a message from me, right? You were the one who offered me the friend request. So I feel like you can do whatever you want at that point. Okay. So that is how you want to get all of this set up. Now, when it's time to use it, okay, you want to click that little the little house there, okay, and then you can choose the lookup interval. Now, this is what it's going to do is it's going to scan all the people in the group, and it's going to start sending friend requests based on your criteria. It's going to do all of this for you, okay. Now, if you plan on using a lot, maybe you want to choose 9 minutes, okay. The more people that you want to look up, the longer in between each period you need to put. Okay. And what I like to do is, because, this does, it literally, it's a big thing. It's a robot that takes control of your screen, right? So what I like to do is do this at night when I'm sleeping. I just have my office computer running, and I don't, it's not interfering with anything that I'm doing. So that works out, best for me, but you may have another system, whatever. Okay. So we can set our lookup interval. Let's just say 3 minutes. Or for this example, we'll just say the 30 to 60 seconds, because I'm really not going to send a lot. I just want to show you how it works. And then you can choose your number of friend requests. Okay. So I used to use this a lot. Like I would just go ahead and do 1,000. But Facebook, it changes so often. So I really don't recommend doing a lot. I would say maybe 200, but the reason that 200 is good is because we're really going to use these other features down here to really fine tune. So when we send those 200 requests, they're going to be very targeted requests. Okay. So we definitely, we don't need to send 1,000 because these are going to be very targeted. All right. You can choose infinite if you want to, but also 1,000 is kind of the magic number, at least as of a few months ago. But, Facebook changes all the time. So you need to have, if you have 1,000 unaccepted friend requests, then Facebook will say, hey, you're using this too much or whatever. What you can do is go delete pending requests. And what that will do is all the people who have not accepted your friend request, it will delete all of them so that you can start over. Okay. So the next thing that we want to choose is the gender. Okay. So now if I'm a health coach, I would probably, just my personal thing, I would probably want to choose just for women. Because women, we understand each other better. We're we understand the weight thing, being a woman and all that stuff. And with men, maybe they're more comfortable talking to a man about, weight loss and fitness and things like that. But, again, that's my personal opinion. You really have to structure your own business the way that suits you the best. So if you decide that gender is something that you want to filter, like you only want to invite women, or you only want to invite men, you can toggle this on, and then you can choose male or female. Okay. I'm not going to do that, but you could do that. You can also search by country. So this is really important too, because if I'm like in Malaysia, I'm going to understand Malaysia and their diet and the language and the culture and all of those things, right? But since I'm in the United States, I really want to, maybe I only want to choose like tier one countries because I speak English. It's like it helps to break down the barrier. We have, maybe we have something in common we could strike up a conversation about or something like that. So maybe I want to choose tier one countries. Maybe I want to get really specific and I want to choose the actual country. I only want to send friend requests to maybe people in China or maybe people in Ethiopia. Maybe that's my target, right? So you can choose that if you want to be really specific. So let's just say United States. Maybe that's my audience. So I don't care about gender. We're going to choose only people from the United States. I can resume a previous search if I wanted to. Like maybe I put in 200 up here and then I stopped it in the middle for whatever reason. Maybe I wanted to resume that. I could. Or I could just choose no and then it will just take off from the beginning. I can also choose keywords in here. So what it's going to do is search their profile. So if you see here, this is this person here. It says TD College, managing director, self-employed, works at Jackson Hewitt. But maybe like for a health coach, maybe I want to look for maybe moms or something. I want to use that keyword or whatever keywords you wanted to use, you could put that there and that will help you filter the profiles that the request actually gets sent to. Okay. And you can save these as well so you don't have to put those in every time. You can also choose negative keywords. Like maybe you don't want people who have, health coach in their description. Maybe that's not really your target person and you're not really interested in finding people who have health coach in their description. So you could put that there. Okay. Now here's where you can choose those message groups again. So if I wanted to, I'm sending all of these friend requests. Now, if I wanted to click here, and send the messages when I send the friend request, then I could do that, right? So I could just choose, or maybe I want to say, thank you for accepting, and then send them a message right away. So I am setting all of this automation up, telling it exactly what I want it to do, right? So if I clicked this, now what I'm actually doing is I'm searching this group's members. 200 people I'm going to send friend requests to if they live in the United States and they do not have these keywords or they do have these keywords. And then once they accept my friend request, I'm going to send them a message. Okay. So I'm automating this whole process. I'm not going to send them a message. And I'm actually just going to run this for a second to show you what it looks like. But once you get all of this set up, you're going to click run. Oh, it's telling me refresh. I have lots of things going here. So, okay, go back. All right. Sorry, I think I have another tool running here. Let me close this and close this and refresh. And we'll go back to friend connector. Oh, I got to get on people. All right, here we go. So let's say these are all my settings I want to use, and then I'm going to click, let me make sure it didn't change. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to click run. Oops, I need to choose my country again, United States. Okay, and run. All right, so now you can see what it's doing. It's 1, 2, 3. It's scrolling through all of these, but they don't meet my criteria, okay? So it's only going to send a friend request to the people who live in the United States and have met, I didn't choose a gender, but as long as they meet my criteria, they don't have the negative keywords, they have the positive keywords, then it's going to find all of those for me and start sending friend requests. Okay, I'm going to stop it now because this isn't my target group. But now what I'm doing is I'm sending all of these people now to my personal Facebook profile. Even if they don't send me a friend request, they're likely going to look at my profile. So maybe they're interested in something, right? So it's all part of the funnel. All right. So that is one way to send friends to or friend requests and automate that process. Now, maybe I want to go into another group, and maybe I don't want to send all the group members, but maybe I posted something in this group and I wanted to send all the people who responded to me a friend request. So maybe I would do um, maybe all the people that commented here. Okay, if whether I posted this or somebody else posted this, it's still the same process. Okay, so maybe I'm like, hey, I love this post. Maybe I want to send friend requests to all the people that responded to this because it's very relevant to my business, right? So I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to choose Friend Connector Pro. Okay, so there's my tool. Now I can choose all the people that reacted to this post, or maybe I just want to choose the people who commented, or maybe I want to choose both. Okay, so I can choose the reactions. It looks like everybody liked this one here, but I could choose all the ones who liked them or loved it or laughed or whatever and send them friend requests. Let's go back in here. So I could be very specific if I wanted to do that. Let's just choose both. And then so now I want to choose my lookup interval. For this example, I'll just keep it short. But if I was sending, there were a lot, then I would definitely want to choose maybe the maximum and just let it run. I can choose the gender filter again if I wanted to. I could choose the country filter if I wanted to. I could also choose only the people that I have that I'm mutual friends with. Okay. So if I wanted to do that, I could just keep that on and then choose. Okay, so if we need to have mutual friends for this to send the friend request, I can choose greater than or equal to, and then type in like maybe 5. So to send the friend request, it has to have the person has to have more or 5 or more mutual friends for it to send the request. Okay, or maybe less than. Maybe I don't want to have any mutual friends, or maybe I want to have less than 10 and then send the friend request to that person. Okay, I could choose that, or maybe I could just choose no, it doesn't matter. I could utilize those same keywords if I want to, the positive ones or the negative ones, and I could also choose my group. Okay, so once I have all of that set, same thing, I'm just going to click run. Let me choose my reaction. I guess I'll choose that and done. Please choose at least one reaction. I did. Oh, I think you have to, oops, click the box. There we go. All right, done. All right, so now we have our reaction chosen, and I'm going to click run. Okay, so now what it's going to do is it's going to go through all those people that meet our criteria, and it's going to send them friend requests. Okay, and then if I have it set up to send them a message, it's also going to send them a message. Okay, so that's how you get the people into to your Facebook profile. Okay, they're all looking at your cover. They're all looking at all of this basically funnel that you've created for them to look at. Okay, but you're also filling your timeline with very targeted leads, people who would be interested in your business as a health coach or as an agency or as whatever, right? There are also some other things you can do, like we have biggest fan. Okay, and I'm not going to display this because I do have a lot of things running right now, but biggest fan will actually, it's just another extension that we have that is free if you're a member. It will, once you set it up, it will, anytime one of your friends on your timeline goes live, it will actually send a bunch of hearts or a bunch of likes or whatever, however you have it set, and then it will automatically do that for you. So every time you have a friend that's going live, you're engaging, even if you're sleeping. Okay. We also have the birthday wisher. So the birthday wisher will automate, and I have training on all of this. So definitely, if you're missing any of it, go back to my YouTube channel. You can find it, or in the live training replays if you're a member. But the birthday wisher tool will automatically send a happy birthday message to their messenger, or send a post on their timeline. You can also create custom images to send to them. So it says like happy birthday, Keck, on his birthday, and you don't have to do any of it. Okay, so this is part of you engaging with your friends that you have worked so hard to invite them to your timeline. Okay. Um, we also have the friend disconnector tool. So once you filled your timeline, if people are not engaging or they're not interested, or maybe they're just not even a real profile, you can actually search the people here. This is my actual friend disconnector. So you can actually search them. You can search all of the inactive friends. So if you can see they're inactive, and then it will allow you to unfriend. So you can choose, you can whitelist them. I've already deleted a lot of my inactive ones, but so you can manage all of those friends who are not really active so that you can delete them, and then you have room because you only have 5,000 friends you can invite to your personal profile. Okay, so you definitely want to utilize those 5,000 friends to the best of its ability. If they're not interested, they're not engaging in your posts, then you don't want them on your profile. Okay, it's a numbers game, but it's a targeted numbers game. You're not going to make any sales just because you have 5,000 friends. They need to be 5,000 targeted friends. Okay, so the next thing is engagement. Engagement monster. Engagement monster, again, I have training on all of this, but it will actually scroll through your timeline here and allow you to so it will basically say this post here has 100 of the little care emojis. So the engagement pro, what it would do is it would also do the care emoji. It would also do the care emoji, and this is all, it would do this automatically, and then it would type in a message that you have told it to type every time you do the care emoji. Okay, so maybe this one would say, "Oh my gosh, praying for you," or whatever you want to say. Okay, but this will do all of the engagement for you. Again, we're trying to kind of trick the algorithm so that our posts show up more often in their timeline, but also so their posts show up more often in our timeline, because what we're telling Facebook is we know each other, we want to communicate with each other, so we want to see each other's posts. Okay. So the next thing is the post filter. Okay. So let me find the post filter here. Lots of tools. Okay, post filter. Now let's say that I'm Keck, and today is it's my time of the day when I always come to Facebook. I always I want to send my friend requests, or maybe I've sent them all night long, and I want to check my messages, and I want to maybe start looking for people who would be interested. All the things that I can't automate is what I want to spend my time doing. Okay, so now I'm Keck, and I'm in my timeline, and maybe I just released a new lead magnet on weight loss, and I want to look for all of the posts in my personal timeline where someone mentions the word weight loss. Okay, so I can choose if I want just posts on my timeline, or if I want ads, because maybe an ad, you want to send the friend request to those people. So let's actually do both. And this is our keyword. And then we're going to go ahead and run the tool. And what it's going to do is it's going to search through all of my timeline, and any post that is an ad, or that one of my friends have posted and or shared or anything, if it's on my timeline, it's going to find the post that has that word weight loss, and then I can either comment on it, or I can like it, or maybe, like I said, I can send a friend request. See, I have very targeted lists, and no one is talking about weight loss, but for an example, let's talk about leads. Okay, I'm sure that I have friends who have posted something about leads. So let's run it. And it should find me something with leads, but it does take a minute because it's scanning all of the posts. Okay, so you can see this is actually, wow, Bridget Bartlett, she's amazing. I just love this girl. Okay, and she posted about leads. Okay, so maybe if this wasn't me, maybe I want to use the friend connector tool. Maybe I want to, if there was a lot of engagement here, maybe I want to comment on it and be like, "Oh yeah, I love this. It was great training," or whatever. Let's stop this, and let's scroll, because you guys see how it works, right? But maybe this post, let me find one with a lot of engagement. Okay, so maybe not that one. maybe this post, it had my keyword in it, and I wanted to invite these people who commented to my own friend or my own profile. I can click here and then do the same thing. Okay, so I can just search just like we just did inside the group. I can do that on my own profile, but I can use that filter to help me find all of the targeted posts without me actually having to scroll through for days and days and days looking for the right post, right? So now we're saving lots and lots of time. Okay. That is not even all of the tools that we have, you guys, but that is a lot. And you guys can see that's not even to mention all of the other things that you can do on your timeline that don't have to do with prospecting. Like, for example, the when you run, you use Post Profits Pro, and you have a post like this where you're saying comment below, and then the tool will automatically, it will read the keyword that you gave. It'll also spit out a message. Like, this is an automated thing. Like Anthony, he responded, he got a message from me with the link and the message to the CF cloner, and I didn't have to do any of that stuff. Okay, so you could also definitely maximize your traffic doing that. If you scroll down here on my own timeline, you'll see that just using these tools gets a crazy amount of results. Let me find a good one for you. Let's see. Like, one of them, I think I had over 200 comments, and just, so here is Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. So this one, that is a tool that we have as well that allows you to basically create a contest and then helps you pick the winner. So this was an example post. Do you want some free money? And then we're giving rules, left a reaction on this post, commented and on the post and shared the post, and then you'll get a $50 PayPal. So remember, this works because it's all of your own targeted friends that you've added to your Facebook profile. Okay, so 12 comments, 11 shares. Here's another post I did, and this one is just promoting one of the tools, and I'm showing the results. So the results I'm showing, that was 210 comments, and then I actually got 81 comments just on the post of me showing the results from the other tool. Okay, so showing the results will definitely, just like we saw in the health coach part where they're showing the before and after. People want to see results. The results will always get you a lot of engagement, okay? Because that's what we're really selling. It's not about a tool, it's about the results that we're selling, okay? So if you scroll down here too, you'll see that actual post now has 228 comments, okay? And these aren't just 228 comments. If you scroll through here, they're all 228 comments of people asking for information. This is not me private messaging them and hoping they're interested. They have already told me they're interested, okay? But yet I'm using a tool to automate this whole process. And again, it's like you'll see here that it actually posts different things, okay? I didn't type this out. The robot did that. Post Profits Pro did that. But it will say a different thing, okay? So I have like 3 different messages, and it rotates all of them. This person got this message. They got the same message, but down here, they got a different message. They got a different message. So lots of different messages, but all of these people are asking for information, okay? Now, if I didn't have a very targeted list, if I wasn't specific about the people that I invite to my profile, then I wouldn't have nearly this engagement. If I'm just using my profile for family and friends, I'm not going to have this kind of engagement. But it's all part of the funnel, the whole process of using these tools with the strategies to help you get leads for your business, okay? So there's another one with 155 comments. And again, utilizing the birthday wisher tool, I'm saying the result. Okay, I didn't say, hey, I have this great tool. I'm saying right now I'm sending all of my friends a happy birthday message with a personalized image without ever doing anything. It's all automated with this cool tool. Okay, so I'm selling the result, and I'm saying, hey, if you're interested, comment below with this word. They do that. Post Profits Pro takes care of the rest of it for me. So I'm literally getting leads while I'm sleeping and doing nothing. Okay. Here's another one with Link Wizard, but not nearly as much engagement, because really I'm not selling so much the the solution, right? I think a lot of people oftentimes don't watch videos unless you tell them, hey, watch. And that's what I was kind of telling you, Keck, earlier, is if you do have a video, just make sure you make it so compelling that they watch the video. Because as you can see here, even though I talk about all the benefits, it's really not compelling enough for them to watch. Okay, so that's pretty much how all that worked. Okay, so you guys, that is really the rundown. This is how you're going to get leads for your business. This is how you're going to do it quickly and without an audience. You can use all of these tools and strategies. Literally, if you're a Vision member, you don't have to pay for anything that I showed you. Everything is all included in your system, even the lead gen funnels that I just showed you that Tech is using. So thank you all so much for joining me. If you're not a member yet, go to myvisionagency.com and you can actually get a free upgrade to the Tier 5 tools. That won't last forever. So if you're interested, definitely do that as soon as possible. So thank you again for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality.